everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make sesame balls. It is my favorite. For the dough, the ingredients will be 2 bags of green glutinous rice flour, 4 tablespoons of the red rice flour, 2 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons baking powder, and 6 tablespoons of mashed potato, and 3.5 cups of water. Sometimes you may adjust the water a little bit more or less depending on how your dough is. It should look like this. For the filling, I use half a bag of this yellow mung bean. I had soaked it for 1 hour, then I boiled it, and then I drained it, and then I smashed it into a paste like this so that I can roll it into a yellow ball to use for the center of my dough. I'm gonna take a couple pinches of the dough, about this size. I'm gonna roll it. When you roll it, kind of cuff your hands so that you keep the dough tight as you can. You make an indentation in the center of the dough. Then you put your yellow mung bean in the center and fold it around like this. And then you roll it again, keeping it as close as you can, cuffing your hands like this as you roll it so that the dough stays condensed together. And just go on with the next piece until you got all your dough done. Today I'm making about 40 balls. As you roll your dough and you make the hole in the center, just keep it as the hole as big as you can so that you can drop your filling in. Keep this consistent and slowly just pinch this into the center. You don't want to over squeeze, but just pinch in there and roll it again, cuffing your hands, keeping the consistency, and try to get it round as you can. That way when you fry it, it can turn by itself. If your ball is not round like this, when it fries, then it will not turn. And then here is where you put the sesame ball on it. As you're putting sesame ball on it, you want to cuff your hands also. Every time you roll, that is the main thing that you should do, is cuffing your hands so that you can keep the ball in a circle shape so it's not out. As you roll the sesames onto the dough, try to keep them rolled in as much as you can into the dough. You don't want to have the seeds like just on there, but you want to keep rolling it so the seed stays in the dough. So when you fry it, the seeds don't come out flying in the oil. Even though you do this really good, sometimes when you fry it, some seeds will fall out, but not as bad as if you don't roll it into the dough. Here I have a tray of sesame balls that are ready to be fried. My oil is getting hot. I don't want it on hot, high heat. Just like between medium high and medium. You don't want the oil to overheat, just so that it sizzles when you put them in there like this. Also, you don't want to overfill your pan. Just about like that, so that it has room to turn. When your dough is trying to turn, that way it can turn. You don't want to stir it too much, but just trying to like stir it once so that it doesn't stick to the bottom and cause a dark spot like that. But once you get it, once it falls off the oil, it will start to turn. As it's browning, it will turn like this. Now my sesame balls are ready to be dished out. You want to shake off as much oil as you can. You don't want to over fill your dish or your pan there. You just want to take 2 or 4 at a time. That way you can shake off the excess oil.